Today we will be breaking down the concepts in the Hooke's law. Hooke's law is one of the topics in the effects of forces, where an object like a spring is extended by the means of some force. And how we can assume this picture: we can have a spring tied at one end, and the other end is free to move. So if you attach a small mass with the spring and exert some force to push the mass little away from this tied point, then the spring will extend. So we will observe a change in length in the spring. That is one of the consequence of the forces. So we will find how much is the increase in length, that is called the extension, and that extension will be directly proportional to the force itself that we have applied to extend. This is the Hooke's law. We will break down the concepts of limits of proportionality, elastic limit, plastic limit, and also a breaking point. What happens that when we are extending a spring, so we reach some maximum value of force. After that value, the extension and force will not be directly proportional, and then a little more increasing the force, we may reach the elastic limit. At that limit, when we remove the force, the spring will retain its original length when it will stop. But when the disturbance stops in the spring, but exceeding the elastic limit, there comes a plastic limit. And till that limit, when we leave the spring, or when we leave, sorry, the force that we applied on the spring will not retain its original length that earlier it had before applying the force. After the plastic limit, it comes the breaking point.